Welcome to the deep dive. You send us the info overload, we pull out the important bits.
Basically your shortcut to understanding what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Today we're looking at Haliey Welch. You probably know her as the Tuah girl, and this whole situation with her Memecoin, HRUK.
Yeah, it's quite the saga. We're mainly looking at a Cointelegraph article that kind of lays it all out.
Right. So our mission really is to figure out what happened with this Tuah coin.
Yeah.
You know, the crazy launch, the crash.
And the FBI and SEC jumping in, that's pretty unusual.
Definitely. And what does it all mean? Especially, if you're interested in online trends or crypto, there are some twists here.
For sure. So maybe start at the beginning. How did she even get famous?
Okay, yeah. So back in June, there was this YouTube interview, like a street interview, a Vox Pop. And Haliey Welch gave this, let's say, very memorable answer about an oral sex technique.
Right. That clip just went everywhere.
Totally viral. And suddenly she's the Tuah girl. That catchphrase was born.
So huge online fame, basically overnight. And then, not long after, the Memecoin appears.
Fast forward to early December, yeah. They launch HRK, clearly trying to ride that viral wave.
Makes sense. But what happened right after the launch? Did it take off?
Quite the opposite, actually. The Cointelegraph piece says it lost almost 90% of its value, like almost instantly.
Wow, 90%. That's a massive drop right away.
Yeah, a huge nosedive. Pretty dramatic.
Okay, so that immediately screams something's wrong.
Right.
And that's where firms like Bubblemaps come in.
Exactly. They do blockchain analytics, so they, trace the crypto transactions.
And they found something suspicious.
They pointed to what they called insider wallets and snipers. Basically, accounts that allegedly bought up a ton of HRK really early, maybe before the public launch.
And then dumped it as soon as it launched, causing the price to collapse.
That seems to be the allegation, yeah. Which smells a lot like insider trading or manipulation.
Okay, so even before regulators, there were red flags. Then the feds get involved.
Yeah, this is where it gets even wilder. Welch talked about this on her own podcast, Tuah. She said the FBI actually showed up.
Showed up where?
At her grandmother's house.
Yeah.
Looking for her.
Oh, wow. Imagine getting that call from your grandma.
Right. She said her grandma was understandably really upset. So Welch then, she says she gave the FBI her phone.
Cooperated. And they questioned her.
Yeah, questioned her about crypto, the whole situation.
But what was the outcome?
Well, according to her account, the FBI eventually cleared her. Said she hadn't done anything wrong.
So they were likely looking at the bigger picture, the coin launch itself, maybe those insider allegations.
Seems like it. But it wasn't over then. The SEC got involved too.
Ah, the Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay.
Yep. They also asked for her phone. She sent it off to them for like a couple of days.
And the result there?
Same outcome, apparently. Her lawyer told TMZ back in March that the SEC closed its investigation. No findings against her, no penalties. So legally, she seems to be in the clear regarding violations.
But it sounds like she still feels she got caught up in something she didn't fully grasp.
That's definitely the impression she gives. She's admitted she knew almost nothing about crypto before this whole HIK thing started.
And she used that phrase, right? Trusted the wrong people.
Yeah, that comes up a lot. She claims some company, she didn't name them, had total control of her X account, her Twitter.
So they were posting the promo stuff.
Posting promo videos that she was just told to record. It sounds like she might have been more of a face of the project than someone actually involved in the, the mechanics of it.
Right. And then there was that live stream incident.
Oh, yeah. She talked about being pushed into a live stream with Coffeezilla, the YouTuber who investigates scams and stuff.
Right, on launch day.
On launch day. She said she felt totally ambushed, unprepared for his questions. Her words were pretty blunt. He ate me the F up.
Oof. Sounds like she felt really exposed.
Totally out of her depth. And interestingly, she claims she didn't even profit directly from the coin's success or failure.
What, really?
She says she just got a flat marketing fee up front. And that money all went to lawyers and PR dealing with the fallout.
So she lent her image, got a fee, but wasn't tied to the coin's performance. That's a different kind of involvement.
It really highlights how creators can get tangled in these things, maybe without seeing the risks for their audience.
But she does seem to accept some responsibility, doesn't she, towards her fans?
Yeah, she has expressed regret. There's a quote where she says, it makes me feel really bad that they trusted me, and I led them to something that I did not have enough knowledge about.
I got talked into it, and I trusted the wrong people.
Yeah, I saw that. It suggests some remorse looking back.
Definitely. Now, even though Welch herself wasn't targeted legally in the end, There was a lawsuit filed by people who bought HOG.
Right, back in December. Who were they suing?
Not Welch. They went after the people alleged to be the actual creators. Names like Alex Schultz, something called the Tuah the Moon Foundation, a company called Over Here Limited, and its founder, Clinton So. Okay, so the lawsuit focused on the alleged organizers behind the scenes.
And a really key claim in that lawsuit, mentioned in the Cointelegraph article, is that HIDoggy was promoted and sold as an unregistered security.
Ah, okay, so for listeners, a security is basically an investment contract, right? Where you expect profit from someone else's work.
Exactly. And if HIK was a security, it needed to follow specific registration rules to protect investors. The lawsuit claims it didn't.
That adds a whole other layer of legal complexity. This whole episode, it really shines a light on a few things, doesn't it?
For sure, like the huge risks with meme coins, their value is often just hype, pure sentiment.
Super volatile. And you combine that with how fast internet trends blow up and fade. It's a recipe for potential exploitation, both for creators and investors.
And seeing the FBI and SEC step in like this, it just shows regulators are watching the crypto space much more closely now, especially these boom and bust situations.
Yeah, the scrutiny is definitely increasing.
So we try to boil it all down. What are the main takeaways here?
Well, you had this viral sensation, right? This Tuah girl got pulled into the meme coin craze, maybe without really knowing what she was getting into.
Yeah, leads to big losses for investors, triggers federal probes.
But ultimately, she herself is cleared of wrongdoing. It's kind of a cautionary tale.
Absolutely. About trusting the wrong people, the craziness of the crypto market sometimes, and maybe not understanding what you're endorsing.
It really makes you think, though, this intersection of internet fame and, well, finance. It's happening more and more.
Yeah, with trends appearing so fast and the lure of quick money being so strong.
What does this case tell us about, say, creator responsibility or how careful investors need to be in this digital age?
What are the broader implications when internet culture crashes into financial markets like this? Definitely something to chew on.